Hello, everyone. Welcome back to EaglesTracker, the home of Nigerian football. My name is Ayoti, and today we're diving into one of Nigeria's biggest fixtures in the past 4 years. Some might even say it's the biggest fixture. Maybe you think it's second to the AFCON final in 2024, but it's Nigerian Super Eagles against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. This is a battle potentially for a place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Of course, Nigeria missed out on the last edition of the World Cup. So to miss back-to-back World Cups would be an extreme disappointment. And this game is do or die. It's now or never. Oh, man. Winner take all. Winner take all. It's as simple as that. Going to be very nail biting. The game is set for Tuesday, October the 14th at 5 p.m. Nigerian time in the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. Oh man, this is match day 10 in Group C. All the stakes, all the stakes are high right now. All the stakes are high right now. If this was, a poker night or whatever, like you're all in. We're talking direct World Cup qualification on the line. If you're a fan of football, drama, rivalry, high pressure, buckle up. This West African derby has it all. Neighbors clashing, a former Nigerian coach leading Benin Republic, a bunch of Nigerian-born players playing and starring for Benin Republic, and it's a three-way battle for the top spots in the group. By the end of this preview, you will know everything that you need to know about this game and dominate your watch party conversations. So let's break it down. Start from the big picture. Let us set the scene. Group C is an absolute thriller, with Benin Republic leading on 17 points after 9 matches, South Africa on 15, and Nigeria right behind on 14. Rwanda, Zimbabwe, and Lesotho are out of contention for qualifying for the World Cup, but their final games could still shake things up a little bit, especially South Africa versus Rwanda. That will be happening at the very same time as the Nigeria versus Benin Republic game. Remember, the winner of this group gets an automatic ticket to the 2026 World Cup in Canada, Mexico, and the USA. The runner up might sneak into the playoffs as one of the top four second place teams across all the groups. But points against the bottom side get ignored for tiebreakers due to Eritrea's withdrawal from their own group. Nigeria is a powerhouse, at least was supposed to be, with 3 AFCON titles and 6 World Cup appearances. We cannot afford to miss out again after missing the 2022 edition. Benin Republic, on the other hand, they are chasing their first ever World Cup appearance. They've been a surprise package under coach Gennett Raw. Yes, the same Gennett Raw that Nigerians essentially chased out of the job after leading us from 2016-2021 and taking us to the 2018 World Cup. So for Gennett Raw, this is kind of personal if I do say so. Let's talk about pedigree. According to last FIFA Men's World Rankings from September 2025, Nigeria sits at 45th globally and are ranked 6th in Africa, behind heavyweights like Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, but still a force in Africa. Benin Republic, they're down at 93rd worldwide, lower than Nigeria, but don't sleep on them. They've climbed, they've fought hard, thanks to very smart, organized, and disciplined play under coach Gennett Raw. Now, going into this match, what does the form of both teams look like? If we look at Nigeria's recent run in 2025, focusing on these World Cup qualifiers, it's been a mixed bag, but things have picked up recently, especially under coach Eric Shell. On October the 10th, it was a nail-biting, gritty, nervy win, but Ako Adams and William Troost-Ekong led us to a 2-1 victory over Lesotho. In September, we drew against South Africa 1-1, but we also secured a victory over Rwanda. Form is win, draw, win, draw, win. Solid, but along the line throughout this World Cup qualifying series, we've dropped points against Zimbabwe. Eric Shell, that game, everybody knows the story of the game. We dropped points against Lesotho earlier in the qualifying series, of course. And then on the other hand, they've been quite consistent in recent times. On October the 10th, Tosin Ayegu scored a late goal to seal a 1-0 victory for them against Rwanda and keep them on top of the group. And then in September, they beat Lesotho fairly comfortably, a home thrashing. They showed their flair, they showed their quality. They also got a victory over Zimbabwe, clean sheets, 3 points. So Benin Republic are doing well. Their form is win, draw, lose, win, win. They've lost twice in 9 qualifiers so far, and we cannot forget that they got a shock 2-1 victory over us, Nigeria. back in June 2024, which proves that Benin Republic have the potential to shock us and they can punch above their weight. As far as the head-to-head, history favors Nigeria big time. Since 2004, the teams have met 12 times. The Super Eagles have 9 wins, Benin Republic have 2 wins, and there have been 1 draw. With Nigeria scoring 20 goals, Benin Republic only scoring 6 goals. As far as the recent meetings, though, like I mentioned earlier, in June 2024, we fell to a 2-1 defeat against Benin Republic. Big win for them. In June 2024, that is. In September 2024, we beat them 3-0 in AFCON qualifier. Revenge served hot. March 2021 at the AFCON, we beat them 1-0. November 2019 at the AFCON, we beat them 2-1. We've beaten Benin Republic in 6 of the last 9 encounters. But again, Benin Republic have that important victory in June 2024 in the World Cup qualifying series that shows that they can find some cracks in Nigeria's armor. So in this game, I'm expecting it to be all out. I'm expecting Benin to believe that they can win, and I'm not expecting it to be an easy match. But who's going to steal the show? Who are the key players? I think for Nigeria, Victor Osimhen, talisman, our best player, our hardest worker, Galatasaray striker, we know he's a beast. In every game that he's been able to be on the field for at least 45 minutes in the qualifying series, he scored or assisted, including the brace against Rwanda. He's back from injury. He's fully fit. He's hungry. William Troost-Ekong, captain, takes our penalties, but also we know that he's not at his sharpest because of his age and things like that. So he's going to be somebody that can potentially make or break. I think Samuel Chukwueze, this is a game that he has to step up, that he has to come into the limelight. With Ademola Lookman missing this game due to suspension for a second yellow card, I think Chukwueze, this is time for him to show himself and to deliver for the Super Eagles, like he's done few and fine between in the past. For Benin Republic, Tosin Ayegu, Nigerian born forward, scored the late winner. His speed, his clinical finishing on that Ghana row has been very crucial for Benin Republic and this their World Cup charge. And they also have Steve Mounier, veteran striker, their top scorer. Both teams have suspensions. Nigeria is missing Lookman. Benin is missing defender Johan Hosh and midfielder Ceci Dalmeda. Nigeria's depth is way stronger than Benin Republic's depth, but Benin Republic's organization is no joke and should not be taken for granted. As far as the key matchups, the battles that could decide this, I think a big one is Victor Osimhen versus Benin Republic's backline. If Eric Shaw decides to go with 2 strikers, then it'll be Victor Osimhen and whoever partners him, Arokodare or Ako, against the Benin Republic backline. Can they contain the power, the movements, the quality of Nigeria's attackers? It'll be very interesting to see. We also have Alex Iwobi against the Beninois midfield. Iwobi is the person who tries to play as the controller for Nigeria. He drops deep, he receives the ball, he tries to find the attacking players. He tries to make things happen from a midfield position. Our control of that midfield could be key in this match as well. And then I think you cannot ignore the wing play. Moses Simon, Samuel Chukwueze. We know that the Super Eagles like to use their wing players to their advantage. Moses Simon has had some below par performances in recent times, not being able to beat his man, not putting in the best of crosses, not being the biggest attacking threat. And I think in a game like this, when the stars, when the lights are bright, man, this is where we need these players. Moses Simon, Samuel Chukwueze, this is where we need them to be at their best and show us the quality that we've seen before. And then I think the biggest matchup is the coach matchup, the tactical matchup. Eric Shell versus Genero. Who knows Nigeria inside out? But Shell and his squad, they know that this is a defining moment. This is a defining moment. This is a moment that can either write their names in the glory books of Nigerian fans or pretty much just condemn this generation of Nigerian Super Eagles to be forgotten. This golden generation, this talented generation of Nigerian players, if they don't make it to this World Cup, it would be an absolute disgrace and an absolute shame for all of them and for all the Nigerian fans out there. What are the potential outcomes and implications in this match? What if? If Benin Republic win the game, they qualify automatically for the World Cup, no questions asked. South Africa finish second in the group. If they win or draw their game, South Africa finish second in the group. Whatever happens, because South Africa are already above Nigeria with 1 point. If it's a draw, Benin Republic will qualify if South Africa doesn't beat Rwanda. To cut it simple, Nigeria absolutely has to win this. And if Nigeria win, we need South Africa to drop points in order for us to finish above and top of the group. If South Africa win and Nigeria win, South Africa will top the group. Nigeria will finish second. Assuming we win by at least a 2-goal difference over Benin Republic, or we win exactly 1-0. If Benin Republic score, then Nigeria absolutely has to win by at least 2 goals. So if Benin Republic score 1, it has to be 3-1. If they score 2, it has to be 4-2. It just has to be. Otherwise, if the game ends 2-1, it's going to be a nail biter. And what will separate Nigeria and Benin Republic will be fair play. Number of yellow cards across the qualifiers. Can you imagine that? And then if we are somehow tied in terms of number of yellow cards, it will go to drawing of the lots or toss of the coin or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a difficult one. I hope that the players will be up for it. Assuming Eric Schell is going to go with another 4-4-2 formation, I would expect Nwabali in goal, Bruno on the left, Bassi and Ekong in defense, in the center of defense, Benjamin Frederick on the right side, Ndidi and Iwobi in the midfield, Simon on one side, Chukwueze on the other, Victor Osimhen, and then it's a toss-up. I think he'll probably go with Tolu Arokodare again, even though a lot of people will be expecting for Akwa Adams. But hey, who knows? Maybe he can shock us and start Akwa Adams in that game. Very interesting to see what happens there. But again, remember, we need to win by at least a 2-goal difference. And here's the thing. If the Super Eagles finish second in that group, for us to qualify, we need 4 out of the 6 second-placed teams across the other groups to drop points in their final matches, which is not guaranteed by any means. We will need 4 out of 6 of them to drop points for us to be able to finish in one of these top 4 second-place spots. And this is even after the points against the bottom sides in all the groups have been deducted. So it's not easy by any means. Our best case is for us to win our game and to hope that Rwanda can do us a favor and not lose to South Africa. As far as prediction, man, I think my heart is telling me that it's going to be a 3-1 victory for Nigeria because we absolutely need that 2-goal margin. And I also honestly don't trust the Super Eagles to keep a clean sheet. We've seen it even in the game against Lesotho. Out of nothing, we can give an opponent a goal. So I expect Benin Republic to score. Maybe the Super Eagles will shock me. I'm scared that it might be 2-1 though. And if it's 2-1, like I said, if we're going to yellow cards, it could be a difficult one. I think as of now, we maybe have 1 more yellow card than Benin Republic. I don't have official numbers. I didn't, unfortunately, go and calculate everything. But I think 2-1 or 3-1. I hope it's a 3-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2-1. Either way, this game could send Nigeria to our 7th World Cup or Benin Republic to their historic 1st World Cup. It's a big one. Judgement Day. Revenge Day for Ghana, probably. Who knows, man? Who knows? Who's your pick? Who do you think is going to win? What's your score prediction? Who are you expecting to deliver for the Super Eagles? Or have you lost faith? We'll find out all together Tuesday, October the 14th, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And I hope that I would see you on the post-match show after the game, celebrating Nigeria's qualification for the FIFA World Cup. My name is IoT. This is EaglesTracker, the home of Nigerian football. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.